Yo, how's it going? So, Channel 5 went to oblock. I really am not too familiar with oblock, but let's see what happens.
I just tweak on it. I say, it's me, JC and Buck play with us. You put his body in the truck, then we take him to the dump. And they know we play for keeps, and they know that we ain't sweep. Grab a broom, we finna sweep. O-Block finna clean the streets. Boy, you better grab a heat or get put up on a T. Put your name back RIP, or your name get turned to weed. In the racket, ain't no pad. Any state, we on your...
No matter what, nigga plan.
Fuck the...
Photo, but it's fast.
The
Wait,
hell?
if you do that crash, we gon' spin and spin again. We gon' hit our last friends. We gon' show him we ain't playing. We gon' leave him where he stand. That's really, yeah, that's all I wanna be successful.
That sounds vengeful. Sounds full of vengeance there.
Hey, now, since you're you gotta throw up oblock.
How do I do that?
Yeah, throw up oblock. Everybody throw up oblock.
We're here in the Parkway Gardens housing development in Chicago, otherwise known as oblock, a 24-building complex on the city's south side. It's where Michelle Obama grew up, and it's also where drill music began around 10 years ago. This is Boss Top. He's been here for a super long time, so he's gonna take us back to the very beginning where it all started.
So right now you in the 44, you in one of the gutters building in the block. This motherfucker be the last building to get cleaned up. Oh, it's a roach. See y'all in the project. See a roach? That's a baby roach.
It's gonna get bigger.
It's gonna get bigger. Smoking the roaches and killing the rats.
Kill that roach, though? Don't let that roach live.
Bro, I used to be one of them motherfuckers that pissing in the hallway and on the elevator too. I ain't.
Ooh,
My
bruh.
mom in the bathroom on BDNs. One bathroom in here. I'm going to piss in the hallway. I still won't touch it.
Oh, bro, yeah.
I'm
I
straight
couldn't.
knuckles.
Because you think there might be pee on it?
Spit, pee. And I used to do all type of shit to the elevator. I ain't taking no shit though in here. True that.
That'd be wild. Taking a shit in the elevator, bro.
True that.
I'd be so hard pressed to I'd be so pressed if I was the next person coming in.
My nigga, true that. He's like a nigga years, bro.
Hey everybody, what's up? How's it going with this industry and everything? That's what's cracking like, you feel?
GDK. Come on. GDK. Folks came out of the folks the youngest.
Wow.
He invented that shit.
To you, like, what is drill music?
We started the word drill with our music. Like, let's do a drill. We started that shit.
Like, how would you explain drill music to someone who doesn't know?
Music that make you wanna kinda get outside and go just be outside. You feel what I'm saying? Make sense?
Oh, man. Go outside, huh?
You get on going.
Yeah, I'd stay to being an introvert.
Drill music is something that, I mean, in the grander
about
scheme
that
of things,
life, bruh.
you could see it as, you know, a hyper-violent offshoot of trap generally that, you know, sort of like came out of a very specific area.
I describe drill music as it's violent, but mainly fiction. It's like realistic fiction music. So like, that's why I shot my video 4K Troll, shot it right here in this park. Right here where you standing at, I shot it right here.
The lyrics are pretty intense in that song.
Grab my Glock, then I grab my mask and hop out, then I blast. But he ain't like, he pulled out his strap and started shooting back. It sound like it's compact, so I got a double back, it's finna crack.
Yeah. But it's all entertainment, you see what I'm saying? It's all for like the people. Like,
Say,
like
in
music
GTA,
nowadays,
in
all
GTA,
about, like,
you know, in
controversial
Minecraft
shit,
and whatnot,
drama
in Sims.
really makes money.
Back to that breaking news live from Chopper
Drama
2,
does
a
make
mass
money.
shooting, at least 6 people shot. This all happening at 65th and King Drive in Parkway Gardens.
So what was it like growing up in oblock?
We had to grow up. We had to really grow up and grow up fast. All that little boy shit went out the window. Everybody around this bitch got PTSD. Everybody around this bitch seen somebody die. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we had a brotherhood that
That's a hard
nobody
life.
come between. We not let nothing happen to none of us. Marlo couldn't even beat up OD. We gonna fuck Marlo ass up, boy. You better not put your hands on folks, boy. Folks them pull a pipe out, hold on. And it's the same way. Like, we got each other, boy. On Old Grade, we ain't got no deities on BDN.
What can you tell us about the year 2011?
2011. I experienced like my first friend get killed. My best friend OD, he died in 2011.
In 2011, a Parkway Gardens resident named O.D. Perry, which Oblock's now named after, was murdered, gunned down just outside the gates of Parkway Gardens.
Yeah, bro. And like you can hear the hurt in his voice when he brought that up. Like he was like, there was something there. It was just like, ah, like bad. Like there was just hurt when he brought that up and had to reminisce that.
What was one of your favorite memories of you and OD?
You know? Man, I got a lot of them bitches though. Oh. He had this crazy ass dog named 50, bro. On J Money, bro. I was scared of that motherfucker, bro. Like play with the dog. On Key Down, boy, I ain't playing with that motherfucking dog, bro. Y'all tripping. Motherfucker run up on me, boy, bird.
I relate.
Right after the day, I still don't play with people's dogs. I don't give a fuck.
For real, bro. Like, I hate when like people don't like know how to control their dogs and they just kind of let them get on me. Like, bro, like it takes everything in my willpower. Cause I'm not gonna hit a dog though. Like I'm hopeful that it's friendly. Like when the car like jumps up on me or something. I'm not gonna like hit him with the 3-piece combo and in a drink. I just kind of like, oh please, I feel bad if I hit the dog, but yeah, bro, like I don't know how people can just kind of like, oh, did I miss? Did I not freeze it? Ah. But anyway, like I hate when people like, let their dogs be out and like go out and about and get a hop on people. Like, control your dog, man, please.
That bitch a chihuahua. Bro, get your dog for that bitch die. On game.
I
OD's
wouldn't go that
murder
far
was
either,
allegedly in retaliation for the murder of Shondale Tuka Gregory, a rival gang member who lived just a few blocks away on 63rd.
Damn.
That's sad. The sad years of my life, cause I had my first child and everything. I'm really like traumatized. Like I ain't know if was I supposed to crash out or fall back. And my mom used to be talking to me like, man, you got a daughter. Don't be like these niggas. Don't die.
How many friends do you think you've lost since then?
Over 10 dead on this game. Like 2 motherfuckers a year. I swear to God. Owen Platoon and motherfucking 11. Sherrod and Whitey and 12. You got LA and J Money and motherfucker died in 13. My crowd gone. I gotta hang with them for them.
Damn, bro.
I ain't gonna stunt. When it seemed like when folks died,
to be in the new generation.
When Odin passed away, folks took that shit
hang
to
out
another
with
level.
the new generation.
Keith and Dirt and them came out. They lit this bitch up, you feel me? So it's like,
Shortly after OD's murder, a close friend of his decided to make his first song, which would serve as an oblock anthem, to celebrate the life of OD and diss Shondale Tuka Gregory. This friend was named Keith Cozart, aka Chief Keef.
Hit a nigga up on give fuck, I do drugs till I'm dead.
oblock, Rick City, bitch.
Middle fingers to Shondale.
I get out. On my son, I get out. October 4th, 2011. This bitch get it going up. The block busting, I just got out. I get out, I see Platoon and White. Folks got cocky as hell. I'm looking, I'm like, how the fuck y'all let OD get killed? Platoon put his head down. He like, man, you take your daughter upstairs. I'm finna holler at you. I take my daughter up. I remember Inky D them came up there. Deep as hell, everybody coming ate. Happy as hell. Fat Mac and Stu get the showing out. They get the fight. Hey, Fat Mac. You remember I got out of jail, you and Stu started fighting that day? Him and Stu get the fight. Hey, folks like, man, y'all showing out because folks just got out. Dirk and Reese come see me. I'm all right. I'm like, I'm feeling love like a motherfucker. I'm damn. Folks them come rap with me. I'm like, fuck O guy. How the fuck O guy? You know, they rapping with me. Boom, 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 boom. We talking all us and that bitch crying now. I'm like, damn. I just got out. We all crying right now. I'm like, the fuck that. We ain't crying. We out here. We get outside.
In the next 2 years, Chief Keef would go from a young oblock rapper to one of the most commercially successful rappers in the world, with hits like I Don't Like and Hate Being Sober.
Bro got chubbier too. Like once he left the hood. I'm not a fan of. I Don't Like It. I ain't gonna cap. It got so overplayed. Like I heard it everywhere for a cool while, and it was just like, I get it. You don't like him. I feel you. But Jesus, they overplayed that song. I'm glad he was successful though. I'm glad he's successful. That's great.
Chief Keef made it more like global.
Yeah.
And before you knew it, white America was doing the hokey pokey to
White
murder
America?
music and unknowingly singing along to the anthems of an actual gang war playing out in real time. For a year, the conflicts of Oblock were a mystery to the general public. That was until one man came around and exposed the inner workings of Chicago's gang war to the world.
So 2010, 2011, I'm in college and
good.
doing commentary about hip hop. I had some hot takes about like Kanye and Drake and stuff like that at the moment. So I was kind of gaining an audience. And I remember when the drill scene popped off, and I remember doing a video on Keith, and I was like, I love the music. So I'm reading the comments, and everyone was like, yo, you're not telling the full story, okay? Because like, I'm going in there and I'm doing a quick video, and I'm like, yo, all his ops is dead. You know what I mean? He's dissing them, it's over. You know what I mean? Like, these guys, we don't even need to know their names. And everyone was like, well, no, they're not dead. And actually, the guys who he's dissing just killed his guys. They were talking about people like Lil J.
Screaming fuck OD.
They were talking about like the FBG gang.
Nigga, fuck T-Roy and OD, them dead bitches.
I'm like, yo, nobody knows these people, like respectively, because they don't have a hit song. Chief Keef is going crazy with hit songs. So I made this page called The War in Chirac, and I started covering basically just constant feuds that were happening.
It's your boy DJ Academics, and now information has come to my attention. Now y'all know I call Lil Reese the Chirac Grim Reaper. Well, pretty much because every time you look through his mentions, you see a bunch of dead niggas. CBS Chicago is reporting that a 15-year-old boy, aka
He sounds so
Lil
different.
Nick from
He
6
sounds so
was
different.
shot multiple times, and then he was brought to a hospital where he was pronounced dead by the Cook County medical examiner. At least he died doing what he loved best.
Young,
Someone
though.
actually told me that these guys actually
He didn't
keep
even
score
live.
on killing and coonery within Chirac. The most valuable coon is probably a legit award. The war in Chirac never stops. The coonery never fucking ends. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share.
His War in Chirac series went viral, and the fans were now aware of the ongoing Chicago gang war, particularly as it pertained to the rappers involved.
How many people do you think have died in the war in Chirac?
Thousands.
This past weekend, at least 52 people were shot, 8 of them killed.
In the following years, between 2011 and 2020, 5,518 people were murdered in Chicago, to the amusement of self-proclaimed Chiracologists, who created a Reddit page, which now has over 175,000 members.
But I'd never seen a place where life was valued less than Chicago. To this day, I've never been to Chicago because of that.
I feel like things bad everywhere. Things just bad in Chicago because like this shit came like a movie to people. Like when it first got famous, people started like, it was like we was characters. Like damn, like you got me look like an assassin.
Drilling itself is an energy that once people
And some people will take it with pride,
and you
though.
become invested in the story. It's like a soundtrack to a movie, and it sounds bad to say, but it's a soundtrack to a movie that you're watching live. You know, I'm looking at this not like on some voyeuristic, like, yo, oh shit, this is like entertaining. I'm like horrified. What I try to do is satire, hoping that people could look at them like, that looks ridiculous. These dudes, like, they're disgusting, right?
Mm-hmm.
People took it and they ran with it.
Everything I thought that people would be like, yo, this is some sick shit, they loved.
We have a bloodthirsty audience, especially in music. The more people die, when someone gets locked up, their streams are through the roof. Music sales, going through the roof. Trust me. I was a driving force in getting some of these guys, other than Keith, eyes and attention and ears to some of their stuff.
Did you feel responsible for like inflaming gang tension on the streets by covering things?
Hell no. But let me tell you this, accountability is hard to take. They say, yo, well, you gave people nicknames. And when you gave someone a nickname of Grim Reaper, some other guy is going to start killing more to try to get that nickname. And I'm like, I don't believe I caused anything.
Yeah, I believe that.
If my
I kind of
videos,
was thinking that.
Because they were popular, instigated.
Like, I was thinking that, like, you know, you give a nickname to this guy, Grim Reaper, and then someone else is going to try and, like, you know, like, outdo him and stuff, and then just be like, oh, see, I'm the new Grim Reaper out here type stuff. And that's, like, the dangerous part, I could say, of doing all that.
Any two parties, I'll take blame for that. But motherfucker, if you picked up the gun, I'm not taking blame for what you did, right? When I started covering war in Chirac, niggas was dying every day already. I was on Twitter watching people bleed out, and I was like, I can't believe this is, like, people getting shot like dogs, bleeding down, everybody filming it. And then you go on social media and everybody saying, I'm smoking on the pack. So you gotta take blame for you doing that. The parents gotta take blame for not being in the kid's life. The cops gotta take blame for them basically just like throwing their hands up in the air and saying, let everybody kill each other. Like these motherfuckers that like, everybody wants an easy scapegoat.
Listen, stop acting like a bitch ass nigga and just fight, bro. Leave the pipes alone, fight. Oh, it's so fucked up now. It's like a 12-year-old just said, I'll pop you. So not a 12-year-old.
12-year-old.
Like, bro, just fight him.
Why do you think that happens?
Cause yeah, motherfucker think it's about being a shooter or a killer. Music played a part. But music won 100% why everybody doing this. It's your fucking mama and your fucking daddy. You get what I'm saying? It's your mama and your daddy, bro. It usually be your environment, but it's your mama and your fucking daddy. It's about how you getting raised, blood. Like, raise your fucking kids right.
I don't think it's drill music at all.
I feel that.
If we was to take drill music away right now, and it be regular hip hop, it's still gonna be the same type of violence. Everybody want to be a character now for the internet.
It would be just to a different beat.
Making threats,
honestly.
making crazy comments, like going on live. You know, it's like, you know, waving the gun in the fucking camera. You know, it's like it's almost like a competition to see who can push it the furthest and get the most attention, because you know there is a fair amount of clout chasing, and you know that is a toxic element.
In that way, do you think that drill is like bad for society?
No, because the thing is, like, the realities of what is being discussed in that music was there before the music was there. The music is just an expression of that. It's just a reaction to that. Like, when you're talking about inner city gun violence, you're talking about poverty, you're talking about poor education systems, you're talking about, like, low access to food, you're talking about low economic opportunities. Those are the kinds of solutions that you would need to apply to that situation.
If you could go back in time, would you make war in Chirac again?
You know, I've grown. Was it appropriate? Probably wouldn't do that again. I wouldn't do it again just because I think we're dealing with mental illness in Chicago. And when you see people are kids, these people who are doing murders, like Ronald No. 9 was like 17,
is that a bazooka?
doing drills and all that type of shit. It's easy to be outraged and also say, damn, how could you guys take a life so easily? But also you got to think about the cycle of mental issues that they're having, the trauma that they're suppressing.
After the success of the War in Chirac series, Academic's formula was replicated hundreds of times, creating a concentrated YouTube algorithm that turned gang drama into an online mega industry. One of the channels in this algorithm is...
I ain't gonna cap. I fell into, well, I kind of like followed like a gang drama, like the whole Young and Ace and Fulio. Like, I feel like I fell into that, like, where I was like, oh, what's gonna happen next? I was like, yeah, then I kind of like realized, like, damn, like, these are people's lives that are getting kind of like killed. And so I kind of like was like, man, I shouldn't, you know, like really be following all this. Like, I kind of feel bad. Like, I had like it starts getting kind of like grim and depressing to see that these guys are trying to, like, these guys are basically killing each other, and they're not even reaching 25. Like, you know, like, that's a sad thing about it. Like, not living.
It's called No Jumper, which is quite different from the War in Chirac, but nonetheless features many interviews with gang-related rappers.
Do you even know about gang shit when you first moved to Florida? When did you actually become a 5'5" Crip? You are widely known to be associated with the Hoovers. Some of the dudes who got caught up for this murder are like actual rappers who have videos out with many thousands of views. Again, like you say, a lot of the stories are hypothetical, but in this one, you actually mentioned that a specific rapper from Chicago called a girl 6 times while you were hanging out with her.
Right, it just ran. You see what I'm saying? The shit just become, man, you know.
So I went on the podcast and spoke to the host, Adam22, about the ethics of producing monetized gang content. Do you think drill music is bad for society?
Yeah, definitely.
How come?
Because people are in gangs killing each other and making songs about it and making it sound super cool. And even me as like a 38-year-old fucking white man, I listen to it and I think that it sounds kind of cool, and I struggle with that. But definitely I think it's probably, as much as I like listen to it, it's probably got to be a net negative for society, right? Just the romanticization of violence in general.
That's where I agree.
Think
like,
you help make it look cool.
Anthony Pantano had a point because he said, like, oh, well, it was already happening before the music. Now they're just kind of, you know, expressing themselves through that, and you know the things that they're going through. And then I kind of agree with Adam here, where it's like I think it is a slight negative because then you hear it and then you're romanticizing violence and whatnot, and then you're like, man, I'm gonna outdo that, and you know I'm gonna show him, or it's such and such. You know, I feel like it kind of is slightly negative.
I don't know. I feel like when they're on a beat with a fucking 808 going crazy and they're able to like rhyme and make less sense, that probably is like when it sounds coolest. Because they don't really talk about that in interviews, right? I mean, most of like all the Chicago like gang members or whatever, it's like the amount of like street shit you're gonna be able to get them to talk about in an interview is pretty minimal. in comparison to the stuff that they're essentially saying in their songs.
It just must be crazy because like you talk to so many people who like have died recently. Like you're like the last person to interview FBG Cash.
Wow.
Right there. His name's on the wall.
Yeah. Do you feel any responsibility for like inflaming like gang beef by having so many gang members use this platform to promote themselves?
No, because I mean,
Yeah,
I feel like
I
this is a
disagree
hip
on
hop
that.
platform
I don't think it would
that long ago has kind
I
of
think he should.
been clear to me that that's more or less the gist of what we're doing, you know? Like there was a long time where I didn't do any street shit, you know, in the beginning it was mostly like SoundCloud type stuff and more like avant-garde, you know, internet shit. We've gone more in that direction, and like a lot of like it's also the direction rap's gone in. It's tough to get away from the fact that the fans just want what they want. You know, as a content creator, you kind of have to follow the incentives to a certain extent. It's just been taken to the point where the fans like want this shit to be real. They don't want to hear you say, "I'll shoot you if you come near me." They want to hear you say, "So and so from the other side got killed because he fucked with me." Like the fans are really drawn to that kind of immersion, I guess.
Whenever you grew
Yeah,
up,
and
did
that
you guys
sucks,
spend
like-
a lot of time in other parts of Chicago? Like, did you ever go like downtown or to?
It sucks that the clout that they got is awful negative like this. Like they got the fans instead of like, you know, instead of like the people flocking and trying to like, I don't know, like go against like all this violence and stuff. Everyone's like into it. They're like, oh my God, what's gonna happen next? Kind of like it feels like it's like everyone's like they hear the song and then they're like, you know, they're excited to see what's gonna happen next instead of like being like going against like the situations that are going on.
Other areas, or were you mostly here?
I spent a lot of years inside this gate.
Have you been to like a Cubs game or anything? No. You guys want to go to the White Sox game with us?
Yeah, we go.
Nice.
Let's go White Sox! Let's fucking White Sox! White Sox! Yeah! Fuck the Cubs, fuck the Orioles, fuck the Yankees, White Sox.
America.
White Sox! 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 Go Cubs! White Sox! White Sox! White Sox! White Sox! White Sox!
Wingstop.
White Sox! They represent the South Side pride, that blue collar man.
Like the South Side's way better than the North Side.
Never wear condoms unless you have to.
What's a situation in which you'd have to use a
I'm getting
condom?
my ass kicked on this.
Never.
I'm married, so I haven't actually used condoms in 15 years. Raw dog status
Wow.
for Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow only.
Sorry, Boss Top. What do you think about condoms?
What I think about condoms? I got 6 kids right there.
Raw dog all day long. Jack
I got 6
Harlow
kids.
is not my type.
What makes White Sox fans different from other fans?
Sometimes they wear white socks, but not on a regular basis.
Loyalty. Why?
Why? Are you guys from Chicago?
No.
No? Exactly.
What do you think your most
Exactly.
controversial opinion is?
Like, what do you mean about that?
For example, I believe that aliens have visited the United States of America.
Nice. So do I.
So do I.
also believe that the earth is not round.
Hey, them
I
nachos
also
look
believe that the government
fire.
is hiding a lot of shit from us. I also believe that the government has taken over our country.
Daily lives.
Like, you think the Earth is flat for real?
Huh?
You think the Earth is
I
flat?
mean, we have ideology, right? We have ideas. So, like, who are we to judge?
White Sox hamburgers, Comiskey dog, right here.
This
We
guy
got
threw
2
me all the
patties,
way off
2
with that
scoops of
voice.
cheddar cheese, and we put the pico and dagaya on top. Say it ain't so, Joe. Hamburger, 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 hamburger.
What's your biggest fear in the world?
Hot dog, hot dog, hot dog, hot dog, hot dog, hot dog.
How do you feel about the rapper Yeet?
Catchy.
He's alright.
Can you name 5 songs?
Turban, mad about that, sorry about that. Money is so big, and what's it called?
What's up with him and Yeet?
Shit.
What's your favorite thing about Yeet?
It's the music.
What would you say if Yeet was here right now?
I don't know.
What would you say if you could be digitally connected with Yeet in some form? Come on, Yeet, answer the goddamn phone.
Bro.
God damn it.
We love Yeet!
I swear, he's never gonna get an artist's number ever again, bro. Because every time, he's having random people call him. Like, he's out of nowhere. He's like, oh, look, it's Channel 5. Nope. It's these teenagers. All right. Hey, look, it's Channel 5. Nope, it's these thirsty-ass girls. They're just I swear he's never gonna get another artist's number.
We made it. We actually made it here, guys. Fucking drink to that. We are like the epitome of sperm. We are
The
sperm
epitome
at
of
its
sperm.
best.
You're a philosopher.
I consider
I love
myself
it.
a philosopher.
The epitome
yeah.
of sperm.
You guys want to hear my whole
the best.
philosophy?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Okay, talk to me. Let's go. Life. What is life?
You guys watching this? This is my philosophy. You just saw it happen. I didn't know that guy. I could not associate with him of any particle of my own being, but I let him go through because he's a fellow human being, you know. So his agenda.
Let people live is your
that.
biggest. I guess is your.
It wasn't.
What you're trying to preach.
You know, like negatively imperative to me,
The guy,
so I let him through.
Is he all right?
That's what I think we should all do, you know?
Is he,
try to fucking make it better for everybody.
I guess, yeah.
If you can.
Do we agree?
Different team might be the same team in the long run. We don't know. Might be different teams right now. Could end up being on the same team, but you know, right now he's not on my team because I don't know who the hell he is. But we're both at the Sox game, so I guess we're not on the same team in that sense.
I need y'all for that documentary for sure.
For sure.
I'm really push out to him.
Wow. Okay. I mean, what a crazy life, man. What a crazy life. Yeah, no, the oblock ran that for what it's worth, man. I hope everything settles down. I know they did like a new law in Illinois. They're calling it the Purge law. I have no info about it, but I this is completely like I have no research on it. But I heard like I think they removed bail. So like you say you do something and then like you're selling, like you get caught for selling drugs, you'll be like let go within that same within 24 hours, I think is what I heard. Probably wrong. I should probably look into this before speaking about it. But I mean, it's gonna get crazy over there, and I hope things get better. Like, it's sad to see that all these guys are like what 15 to 20. Like, none of them are really like truly making it past 21 to 25. Man, I wish the best for everyone there.